This video is supported by Spider Farmer. Yo, what's good, everybody? Bassdropkeys, your friendly neighborhood Negro, and I want to welcome you guys back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to do episode 3 of season 9 of the Spider Grow. In episode 2, I showed you guys how I plant the seeds directly in the soil. In today's video, we're going to go over the first 5 weeks of veg. Let's do it. All right, guys, and real quickly here, I do want to thank Spider Farmer for sponsoring another grow. If you want to save an additional 8% on your order, use the code Bassdropkeys. That will save you an additional 8%. So come over to spiderfarmer.com and place an order. All right, guys, so now it's 10 days since I planted the seeds, and this is going to be day number 1 for me. I used to start counting days as soon as they popped out of the medium or the soil, but you guys know sometimes they die right after that. So on the day that I do the backfill, which is what I'm doing right now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about backfill, that's where you let the seedlings sprout up. You see how they're like an inch or two tall. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to put in more soil to fill up the cup. That's why earlier I told you just to fill it up to that top line, so that way you have space to come in here and put in more of your soil. A lot of the seedlings are stretchy, so just by backfilling the cups, you save yourself a lot of trouble, and that's a little hack for you. But at any rate, as soon as they popped out of the soil, I used to count that as day number 1, but now I wait till the day that I do my backfill, and then that's when I start counting the days. All right, guys, so now it's a week later, day number 7, and take a look at the growth that we've gotten so far. So if you look at the footage, you can see that they're starting to put on their second set of true leaves, which is great. There's 2 of the plants that's having great growth, and then you can see the one in the back, that one's a little behind. That's the reason why I wanted to plant 3 different seeds. The 2 that's growing the best is the ones that's gonna go inside the Autopots, and the 3rd one I'm going to be using for another grow. Also, I do want to let you guys know that I am still using bottled water right now. I hadn't gotten my new RO filter yet, so bottled water is still being used right now. Me and my people up, we don't fold. Pass me the paper roller, one more. I am the real, you can't troll. Soon as I grow it, it's already sold. Soon as I see it, you already know. Stack dust and racks invested in the growth. Run up in your house, kick you in your dough. I am the plug of truth be told, truth be told. Pass me the paper roller, one more. I am the real, you can't troll. You can't troll. Yeah. Me and my people up, we don't fold. Soon as I grow it, it's already sold. I'm growing this exotic and boy, I got plenty. Know a lot of people, friends that got many. Showed you how to mix the weed up with the Henny. You want a little eighth, I got you for the 20. Bassdropkeys, baby, I grow it. Talk to a star, baby, you don't know it. Got a lot of ass, come in, come throw it. Say that you want me, come in, come show it. I'm smoking in the park with Cartman and Kenny. Dabbing on the gadget with equipment and penny. About to hit the J with Force and Jenny. Gotta hold the trigger till the clip's empty. I'm growing this exotic and boy, I got plenty. Know a lot of people, friends that got many. Showed you how to mix the weed up with the Henny. You want a little eighth, I got you for the 20. Me and my people up, we don't fold. Pass me the paper roller. All right, guys, so by looking at the footage, as you can see, it's now day 28. This is the day that we're going to transplant the biggest 2 plants into the Autopots. As you can see here, I have the root control disc at the bottom of the Autopots. That's just to make sure that the roots don't clog up the system. I'm still using Fox Farm Ocean Forest soil for this, so you're going to see me fill up the Autopots. After that, we need to do the transplant. All I'm going to do is I'm going to use the red solo cup that the plants are in to basically make a little hole or indentation inside the soil. Turn it upside down and don't pull it out. You just want to squeeze the bottom of the cup and then it will fall out into your hand. Look at those beautiful roots right there. Once you do that, you're just going to put it inside the hole and cover up the base, and bam, it's transplanted. Now, I do want to mention that normally I use mycorrhizae whenever I'm doing this, but I basically forgot to use it, so that's why you don't see me using it right here. Once I have them transplanted, I put them back into the Autopot base. Once inside the base, I need to water them, and like I said before, I'm still using bottled water. I use bottled water the first 4 weeks because basically, like I said, I didn't order the RO filter yet. Actually, I didn't know that the one I had was broke because it was inside the garage. Once I took it out and set it up, That's when I found out it was broke, so I had to order another one, which will be here in a couple days. And now that that's done, I'm going to lower the light. I want the light to be around 12 to 18 inches above the canopy. So I'm lowering the light. Now, if you want to know what level the light is on, it's at 40%. I'll let you know as I turn it up throughout the grow. But right now it's at 30%. All right, guys, so now it's day 31. And this is going to be the day that we're going to do quite a number of things. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to top the plants. As you guys already know, it's really simple to do. You just want to take your fingers. I used to use scissors or shears, but now I just take my fingers and I just pinch the top of it just like that. It's pretty simple. I'm going to do the same thing to the other plant. What topping it does is it sends the energy to the bottom portion of the plant. So that way we're going to see those branches at the bottom start growing a lot faster. Also, instead of having one top cola, it's going to give us 2 top colas, which is going to increase our yield. You guys know I'm not really worried about the yield, but more cannabis is always a good thing. The second thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to amend my soil. Just from past experience, I know that the nutrients that come in the Fox Farm Ocean Forest soil last about 30 days. And since this is day 31, and if you look at the plants, you can see that some of the leaves are starting to yellow. That lets you know that it's time to amend the soil. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 cups of worm castings, and I'm going to take 2 cups of the Down to Earth Vegetable Garden 444, and I'm going to put it right on top of the soil. Once that's done, I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to mix it up with the top soil. That's why it's called top dressing. Just mix it up and work it in real good. The next thing that I need to do is I need to water the plants. So you can see here I have my watering can and I'm watering the plants. It's very important that for the next 3 to 4 days that you water from the top. We are going to turn on the Autopot system right now, but it's very important for the next 3 or 4 days that you water from the top. The reason is we just added our dry amendments, and dry amendments are not readily available for the plants to uptake. You need to water from the top, so that way that water will help break down the nutrients so the plants can start uptaking it. So for the next 3 or 4 days with my watering can, I come in here and I water from the top just like that. Also, I do want to mention that I did order my reverse osmosis filter. Just recently, I did an entire video on the filter. If you haven't seen it, I'll put the link in the description and I'll put the card in the upper right corner. But at any rate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the reservoir with the RO water. Once I do that, I am going to pH it. I want it to be in between 5.5 and 6.5 in that range. As long as it's in that range, I don't really worry about having it at a specific pH. I just want it in between 5.5 and 6.5. But once I have the water pH, the water that you just seen me use in the watering can, this is where it came from right here. So I put the water inside the reservoir, pH'd it, and then I use my watering can in order to water the plants. But now that that's done, we're going to turn on the Autopot system. In order to do that, you're going to take the inline tap, the red inline tap. If it's pointing up or down, that means that it's off. Once you have it pointing to one of the lines, it don't matter which one, that means that it's turned on. Now water's going to go from the reservoir to the Autopot bases and our system is turned on. All right, guys, so now it's day 35. And as you can see, we've had some nice growth on the plants. I did order a trellis and it should be here today. So whenever it gets here, I am going to put up the trellis and start training the plants to go underneath the trellis. One thing about whenever I was growing before, I felt like I was being rushed all the time because I had another grow ready to grow right after the grow that I was going. And so I always felt rushed. Now it's not like that at all. I can take my time and make sure that the plant is exactly how I want it going through each phase. So for this particular grow, we're going to do at least 2 months in veg. Today is already day 35, so in another 3 weeks, it'll be 2 months. Whenever I put up the trellis, I'm going to start training the plant underneath the trellis. So I'm going to try to fill it up as much as I can over the next 3 to 4 weeks. But that'll be something more for the next video. But all right, guys, that's where we're going to leave it for today's video. Today, I went over the first 5 weeks of veg. As you can see, the plants are healthy. There's no deficiencies. And right now, everything is smooth sailing. I will be updating this grow in 4 weeks. If you guys want to be more in tune with what I got going on, come subscribe to my new channel, Dreams of a Million. It's about finance, how to grow on YouTube, side hustles. So if you want to keep in tune with me, come subscribe to that channel. Follow me on Instagram at The Rookie Mycologist. I really appreciate you guys. Like the video if you did in fact like the video. Leave a comment. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you guys the next time. Peace, guys. I'm out.